G'day, punters. Welcome to the final deep dive of 2021. We are joined by the most entertaining man in racing Twitter. Definitely the most entertaining man I've ever met, Shane Ciurleo. How are you, Shane?
I'm hungover, Jack. Thanks for asking. We had our
On a Monday.
Yeah, well, I didn't bet yesterday, so I didn't lose, which meant I could have a drink.
I was worried about that because you didn't drink Saturday night.
We had our street Christmas party yesterday.
As a fellow functioning alcoholic, I know that if you're strong enough to put one non-drinking day together, then the thirst comes pretty quickly on the next day when you're feeling real good. Did you exercise early on Sunday too? A little bit of a walk or something?
Yeah, I walked 250 metres to Jamaica Blue for an almond latte. No, I did do some gardening and stuff, so I worked up a thirst, Jack.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah. Anyway,
looks like we're going to get away with a result in the cricket, playing the draw. Thank God.
What do you mean get away? Like, that result was never in doubt. If you were laying the draw day after day,
it was $4 for a long time.
Yeah,
there's a lot
exactly.
of liquidity. $4.
And how was it ever going to be a draw?
I thought maybe someone knew something about the bomb that we didn't.
No, it's just a complete fallacy when it comes to the match betting odds. Like, you're in a massive, massive pool with a whole heap of dead money. It's great. Just take it. Just gobble it all up. It's getting me through Christmas.
Peter, how are you outside of laying the draw?
Up and about, Jack, as you can tell.
You are a little bit up and about. Why is that?
Because COVID's ready and about to come to WA. It'll be wonderful. No, I shouldn't say that. No, it was...
didn't you?
Hey?
Did you jag one on the weekend?
Nah. No. Just...
A quaddie?
Yeah. But nah. No, all quiet on the Western Front. Just watching a lot of movies, watching a lot of cricket, taking it easy, getting the pub ready to open to the public. It's wonderful.
Glorious. Before we kick off and we have a very quick look at a bit of Ascot, maybe some Queensland if Shane wants, and a very little bit of Flemington, thanks to puntingform.com.au. Again, big thank you to Shane and Heath and everyone at Punting Form for their continued support of all the silly stuff that we do. We couldn't do anything without them, both like the content side but the betting side as well. We rely heavily on their data and them investing time and money building things that we want and we believe in, and we're very, very grateful for their support, aren't we, guys?
Absolutely.
too right we are.
Bring on 2022. It's only going to get better.
Yeah, looking to try and build a bit of a another new thing with punting form in the new year. Quickly looking at Flemington, Gentleman Roy's run the biggest figure of the day at 9.2 above the all average benchmark. Full credit, and literally full credit to Jackson for finding the horse. And despite saying Luke Nolan needs to show intent as the runner comment, and that sort of put us both off for 24 hours, he still then pulled the trigger. And full credit to Luke Nolan for showing that intent, bravery into the wind. We saw big wins at Flemington. It affects the horses, but I think mostly it affects the brains of the jockeys, which affects the tempos. We saw big wins, did we not, Pete, at Ascot as well? And it's the same sort of thing. And definitely on the circle races on Saturday, for whatever reason, there was a big advantage to be sort of forward of midfield, and definitely didn't want to be worse than midfield. Could still win, but there's a big advantage to not be in that back third. So full credit to Luke Nolan for rolling forward and running that big early figure, which he backed it up to run a 9.2, the biggest figure of the day there on Gentleman Roy.
It is funny, isn't it? What sort of wind was it? Was it a headwind, so it was impacting leaders there on Saturday?
It was one of those like sort of gusty ones that swung around a little bit, so like maximum head noirs wind.
Yep.
And strong enough to impact everything.
Yeah, but it is funny how often the horses that still lob in the right spot, so to speak, based on a speed map, go forward. Everyone's thinking, this should impact us the way that the wind's blowing, and you're still getting the results there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you look at sort of the other biggest figure on the cards, an 8.5 above the all-average benchmark, which was second slip the race after, exact same distance. They've basically settled in the same spot that these two horses. So, credit to Jamie, credit to Luke, credit to us for winning.
Credit to everyone. Yeah, as you said, Ascot was a bit of a general schmozzle. There was a lot of slowly run races, but leaders were heavily impacted. You're watching these races where the actual leaders stop and get outside the lead, and 3 wide, no cover were the best places to be on the card, which is incredible. And it was just the first Saturday I haven't been on course, it would have been an absolute fill-up if you're betting in play, because you're just going, right, who's setting outside the lead, who's 3 wide, no cover, who's 1 out, 1 back.
I think also while we're on the full credit bandwagon, was it Employ? Stand by.
I don't know. This is
Employ on Skelm in race 3. Now, Skelm in its lifetime has run some enormous, big, strong, thick figures. So, like negative 10.5s, 18.1, 12.8, 10.3. Like, can run a big number. Ran 5.5 below the all average overall on Saturday, but led the race at a slower tempo to the 600 than he went at the previous start, where he settled 8th of 9. He went even slower on Saturday, but was leading. So absolute full credit, Employ, great ride.
Yep.
Outside of that, Flemington was just another race meeting, I guess. Horse to follow, I have 2. I'm going to put them in the chat group. Be Attempted and Mississippi. I thought Be Attempted and Mississippi were 2 of the better non-winning runs of the meeting, and probably only want to follow them just the next start. They're both a little bit deep into their preps. Pete, any horses you want to follow from Ascot?
No, I do not.
Shane, how was Eagle Farm? Just Eagle Farm horses running Eagle Farm numbers as usual?
Pretty much highlighted by Stampy winning the listed race in a negative 8.0, which is a PB for him, but no surprise, should have been on it really. His previous best was a negative 7.0 at Eagle Farm, and his previous best figure before that was a negative 5.6 at Eagle Farm. He is an Eagle Farm horse. Some aren't. Me Lagarde was probably goes to the Magic Millions off that win, and would be a live chance. Still can't find a decent 2-year-old in Queensland that's going to trouble the scorers Magic Millions Day. Yet to find one. Probably the highlight for me was Sunday at the Sunshine Coast, where Kyle Wilson-Taylor, who must not be vaccinated, I don't know, right? But rode at Eagle Farm Saturday, right? Then was denied entry into the Sunshine Coast Turf Club. So he couldn't fulfil his rides on the Sunday. So maybe they didn't check for green ticks at Eagle Farm on Saturday, but they checked for green ticks and proof of vaccination at the Sunshine Coast. So I believe that race courses are licensed premises 2 hours before the first and 2 hours after the last. So the rules apply for licensed premises in Queensland, that if you are not double vaccinated, you are denied entry. So there you go.
Wonder what he's going to do.
Ride track work, I suppose, and trials. Jag Guthman Chester.
They love cash too much. He'll get the jab. He's probably already got it.
Maybe. Jag was another one that's he's not vaxxed, and I'm not saying anything wrong here by saying that he's pretty vocal about that on his social media channels, that he's anti-vax. So he could ride at the trials today at the Gold Coast, but couldn't ride race day.
And his plan is just to go on living like that for now, for the rest of his life.
I assume. Well, yeah. Anyway, that's what's happening in Queensland. Yeah, what else caught my eye? Oh, the Marine Faruqi's tweet about the shutting down the racing industry.
Wasn't it just like it was also like rats, just like, like when you go on the farms and you see the rats, just like you turn a light on, they're just everywhere climbing on each other. They suffocate each other to death. Yeah. That's like racing Twitter when they find like a cause, they can all just unanimously go, "Oh, get fucked, mate!" Yeah, they all just jump. Here they come, the usual suspects.
And then it's a race to the bottom to see who can post the most derogatory tweet about it.
Yeah.
Marie's sitting there reading these replies, thinking to herself, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't shut down the industry because these people will be released into society if I do. Maybe they're better off just all congregating together."
Yeah. Thanks to these people who are trying to stop me, I am now trending on Twitter.
I still can't believe Twitter's free platform. It's the greatest source of entertainment I've come across. Anyway, that's me from Queensland. That's all I've got.
All right, what are we doing
I'm
across
off
the
on
next?
Saturday.
Oh, sorry, girls. I was just going to ask, what are we doing for
you're
the week ahead?
right.
That's
Personally
important.
or betting wise?
Bit of both.
I'll be trying to win back some love from my wife after last night's performance. Me and my
Oh
neighbour got
no! What's
absolutely
happening?
obliterated. We got absolutely obliterated last night. We were drinking Grey Goose out of the bottle and everything. Um, so she's less than impressed, it's fair to say. So I'll be working on trying to get back in her good books, especially for Christmas. Do it for the kids and that.
Yeah. So
Um,
just the usual sort of start to the week, basically.
usual start of the week. I'm going to bet Sunshine Coast Wednesday, and Toowoomba's got a day meeting on Thursday. And then it'll probably just be bet and forget for me. I'm not doing race by race on Christmas Eve. That's, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
And then it's Boxing Day. It looks like it's a betting palooza across the country.
Oh, it is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? It's in Victoria. We'll be betting Geelong tomorrow. Probably the maidens. Probably just set and forget from Sandown, Royal Sandown, God's Carpet on Wednesday because the Victorians, basically everyone but you two and Rob. That's like the other three other sort of stakeholders. Anyway, the rest of us are going to get pissed as a group. So Wednesday's going to be a big day for the team. Then there's only Wangaratta on Thursday, which I doubt we bet at, and then we've got 2 days off into a big Boxing Day. Caulfield, Geelong. Then it heats up again.
So fair to say, if anything comes through on Wednesday that's race by race, it's probably going to be 6 units or something like that, or a little bit over the top.
And it's definitely going to come from Jackson.
Yep, and we'll probably have a
I'll
spelling
tell you
error.
what should be coming.
I'm really worried about how I'm going to back up because I haven't, Shane's obviously operating at a really high level and just got that sort of fitness under the belt. I've been trialling, but I haven't seen a race for 2 years. So
I was going to say, you've probably got to go. Have you got a really good mid strength? I know as torturous as this sounds, but you are in your 30s now. Have you got a really good mid strength on tap wherever you're going?
No, but I had 12 cans on Thursday and backed up with 12 on Friday, and then I had a light Saturday, but a heavy barely any on Friday because I went to the races. Then I've had 12 back to back, trying to get myself right. So I'm going to freshen up now for 2 days. But I think that's as good as I could have done. I woke up sweet Friday and today. But you, Peter, more than just about anyone, know what I'm capable of.
No good.
I can over race.
For the other Victorian boys who are going to be there on the Wednesday, just make sure Dickens is drinking a heaps normal every second round, would you? I must say, I'm actually really surprised, and I think it's actually probably a good thing for human society, but the 0% beers have actually gone really well, from what I can tell, being out and about in pubs for the last couple of months in Perth, which is surprising. I thought it, probably wouldn't necessarily take off, but, full credit to some of the manufacturers coming up with a half-decent tasting 0% beer. It's hitting the right market.
Yeah, but they're probably...
Yeah, full credit. What they need to do is round up everyone. They need to round up everyone that drinks that shit and fucking burn them at the stake. Fucking 0% beer.
They would take longer to burn, that's for sure. I think we'd be flammable, Kills. We'd go
see what you have to be to drink 0% beer.
Yeah, I'm terrified having a lighter just over there. I'm just worried I might spontaneously explode.
I tell you who doesn't drink 0% beer, Pistol, and we should be getting a blow-by-blow description on Wednesday via the app, is Mark Roden. All reports are he's just an absolute machine, and he obliterated poor old intern Will last week, and I reckon he'll obliterate Captain Jack Dickens Wednesday.
Yeah.
He's like the cleaner, just motors at a really high tempo, whilst inhaling Chinese darts, which are like labelled, still branded.
I'm sure Mick Bells would have been a fan of the Chinese darts as well. So.
Oh, 100%. And Roden also he plays it up more than you'd expect. So he had a lighter, but he goes and asks the other boys for a lighter just to show off the fact that he's got branded darts, to the other blokes in the beer garden. Unbelievable. Big flair sort of operation. But anyway, Good on him. Full credit, Mark Roden. Boys, that's probably us,
everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody, you boys particularly, all the others for sending some reasonably good mail over the course of the year. Big thanks to our non-sponsoring wagering providers, our sponsors like Goat, etc., and everyone that puts up in my shit and buys my stuff and wins with me. It's very enjoyable, and look forward to an equally fun and successful 2022 together.
Big start of the Magic Millions. If you want to get involved, how do they get involved? Just in the mailing list, Shane.
When we're in our horse.
Like if they want to find out what we do at the Magics and moving forward, do they head to the website and log in, or is it just the same database as normal?
No, you need to. Oh, sorry, my dogs. Sorry, my kids are berserk in the background. Mailbag Bloodstock and sign up to the database, or just follow it. You'll see us. You'll see us on socials as well. Like we're going to be very active. We're ready to go. So just come up and have a beer anyway.
Yeah.
Even if you don't buy a Sharon horse, come and have a beer.
Yeah.
Roden's there. Roden's going to need someone to drink with after the first night because he'll destroy me.
Right,
anyway.
There'll be plenty of news to come about the Magic Millions and everything else like that. But everyone out there, have a great Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year. Bye for now.